Okay, so go ahead and go to page 225 of your student journal, and it should say journal here. And we're going to do numbers 1 through 5. We will have our summative on Friday. Okay, so it says in exercise 1 and 2, the polygons are similar, find x. So in order to find x, what we need to do is make sure the corresponding sides actually, we write a ratio, and then we're going to write a proportion for that. So if we look, it seems that this side should match this side, and this side should match this side. And if I turn this around and line it up, we know we're good. So we can say 2 over 3 should equal x over 7. And remember, follow the rhythm. If you go from here to here, then you need to go from here to here. If you go from small to big, then you have to go from small to big. If you go from big to small, then you have to go from big to small. And here, you do what you learned in middle school, the butterfly. So we're going to multiply this side, and we're going to multiply this side. I'm going to do 3 times x first, so that I can have the x on the left side already, and I don't have to do any changing around. So, we get 3x equals 14. We're going to divide by 3. Divide by 3. We're drawing a line down the middle and dividing. So x equals, and you leave it just like this, 14 over 3. All right, so we should be good on that. Now it says the next one, solve for x for the similar polygons. So here, we're going to figure this one out. You see this angle right here and this angle right here. So if I was to turn this picture around and put it on top of here, we would see that, and let me show you that. We would see that 8 matches 20 and x matches 25. So you would have to flip this picture around and find the corresponding sides. So this side should match this side right here. The slanted side should match this side here, and the other side should match the other side. Okay, so if 8 matches 20, so I'm going to say 20 over 8, I'm going from big to small, should equal, and I need to solve for x, so that means I need to say 25 over x. So that means this side matches that side right there. So I went from big to small, so the other one has to be from big to small. Okay, so we're going to do the butterfly again. 20 times x, and then 8 over 25, which is 200. And you can use your calculator to help you with that. And I will use it to show you to double check. 8 times 25 equals 200. And then we're going to divide by 20. Divide by 20. Well, I get x equal, and I know a couple of rules. I can scratch off these zeros, and then I can say 20 divided by 2 is 10. And we can always go and check ourselves with the calculator. 200 divided into 20 is 10. All right, let me see if that was the only ones. Okay, so the next one says find the scale factor of A, B, C, D, E to K, L, M, N, and P. So I'm going to mark these sides. Sides AB should go to KL. Yeah, AB should go to KL. So I'm going to say AB matches KL. And then CD, well, the next one is BC should match LM. So here is BC, and it should match LM. And then CD should match MN. CD should match MN. And then DE should match NP. DE should match NP. And we got it. So I marked all the sides that matched so that when I get ready to find my scale factor, all I have to do is write a ratio. So I'm going to go from small to big, and it looks like we went from small to big. This is first. So K, we know, has to be greater than 1 because we're going from a small picture to a big picture. So I can say AB should match KL. So I should say 2 over 3. And you can write the other ones too. And BC should match KM. BC should match LM. So we get 1 over X equals, and then DE should match NP, which is 2 over 3. And if we keep going, we'll keep getting the ratios. So right here, we already know when we do the ratio, it's nothing but the scale factor. So it's safe to say here that K is equal to 2 over 3. It's nothing but the scale factor. And here we would eventually solve for X. Now it says find the scale factor. Wait, I'm wrong. So it says to find the scale factor to get from 2 to K. Well, we know that K has to be greater than 1. And we already know these are similar. So if K has to be greater than 1, and I did this to show that they were similar, then what you have to do is say, if this is going from small to big, you need to do your scale factor from big to small, okay? And this will just help you to solve for X, the letters that you need. Now it said find the scale factor from K to A, B, C, D, E. So we went from big to small, so we know K should be less than 1. So here, that means we need to put the small side on first. If this side matches this side, the small side go on the top, and the big number goes at the bottom. So that means K here equals 2/3. Now this tells you to find the values of X, Y, and Z. Well, I already have a proportion set up to find X, because I said 2 over 3 should equal 1 over X. So that's the one that X is in. And if you go from small to big, you have to keep the pattern, small to big. So 2 over 3 equals 1 over X. And I'm going to do the butterfly that you already know. So you get 2X equals 3. Divide by 2, divide by 2, X equals 3 over 2. And we're in the big boys game, so we don't write decimals, we leave it as fractions. Now for Y, then I'm going to go set up my ratio. Where is Y? That's this slanted side right here. So I'm going to choose one side to help me get my ratio set up. So I'm going to go from 2 to 3, small to big, should equal 3, the square root of 2 over Y. I'm going to do the butterfly, and then I'm going to show you how you can use your calculator. So you get 2Y equals, and we need to multiply this, which is going to be 9, the square root of 2. 3 times 3 is 9, and you keep the square root of 2 on. Or you can go to your calculator, and you do 3 times 3, the square root of 2, and it's going to give you some type of decimal. It's going to give you 12.73. It's okay if you write this in decimal form, but we generally don't, but that's okay if you get it. That's fine. You can use the decimal form. And then divide both sides by 2, and if you take that answer and divide by 2, and because this is an irrational number, I'm going to go ahead and show you both forms. I'm going to divide this answer by 2, and we get 6.36. Or you can write the answer as this: Y equals 9, the square root of 2, divided by 2. And it'll give you the same answer. Okay, here, let's go ahead and find Z. Z is, right here. So the measure of angle Z, if these are similar figures, then we already know the corresponding angles are going to be congruent. So the measure of angle Z, if the measure of angle K matches the measure of angle A, then if K is 45, then the measure of angle Z is also 45 degrees. And you finish. All right, see you guys on tomorrow. Bye.